the rest of Union.
Scattering their team and taking them off the payload here.
Looks like Anakin Sims is trying to pull back, get some pokes in.
We see in a critical May here, able to destroy their Ramatra and freeze a good portion of their team, pushing them off the payload and getting them off the payload and getting them back to respawn. With him down, they were able to push up. So he's back, and we are getting pushed back a little bit. We watched Damon just pushing in and destroying their Baptiste. Their Ramatra popping ult, but not able to take him down yet as he stands like a wall in front of their team, keeping them away from the payload. And we watch the May take him out as our Ramatra ults too, and their team falls like dominoes. We are seeing one of the damages go down. May able to keep itself alive.
Another.
We see the May ult go out, and does again the Ramatra goes down. This might be the game here, folks.
30 seconds on the clock. We see the Baptiste trying to buy some time for the rest of his team.
We see Kiriko
just pushing the Sojourn.
Destroying their Sojourn. The lifesteal as well, and just the damage, sorry. And here we see the barrier go out. Barrier out with Ramatra ult, and he just pushes in and does damage to everything in his radius. Genji unable to escape May's ice wall, and the entire team pushing up, destroying Union and pushing them all the way back into the hallway there.
And then we go right back into the game.
Right back into the game, and we see the Ramatra ult going off, and he's doing a lot of damage to our entire team right now, but it's not in fact. And it seems like we have a technical error, folks. We're getting a look at the team here.
It is. You could see their reactions. They're so disappointed.
Philo here, how well the team was really working. That communication from game one really coming into game two, and seeing each team, they were both playing a more controlled, poke-heavy play style. Honestly, this is honestly as intense, as important, and as amazing as the actual game we're watching, the Torbhammer one.
Might even be more intense than the championships.
Absolutely. You can see the Union team being very aggressive, trying to push in, trying to take a lot of health off of the Mon, and then we
see the May wall going out, singling out the Genji.
They cannot dismantle the team.
And we do see Tengen with the rest of his team take out the Ramatra, and we are in overtime already, folks.
And Tengen really showing us that DPS
and there we go.
She has, and that is the round.
Since the new meta came out, I was kind of a brawl specialist, so I was always playing like heroes like a Ramatra, a Reinhardt, Junker Queen, and all that good stuff. And the new meta really calls for a dive composition if possible, and he gets that speed boost. It's not going to be enough to sustain one tank.
Even with
that is what I like to see. Oh, we're gonna see another one too.
At the same time.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. But the thing is, if we do. Oh my goodness!
Not only the double boop there, but also seeing a good team fire back, able to if you screw it up, able to give you the.
We were having a lot of trouble.
We do see a lot of immediately the Philo ult just going off, that May ult freezing a good portion of their team.
Oh,
and
excellent job.
Brookdale just going in and sweeping up everything left.
And Junker going off, shaking up. Ooh, what a great save from Tengen.
Hopefully Union gets a little out of position here. And we're seeing
the AoE go down. Hopefully we can see Anakin use that ult.
And here we're seeing it. Chubb's a little too far ahead, able to get May walled off and absolutely taken down by Brookdale, allowing the team to push up and sweep what's left.
And it's really going to shake up. And we're seeing another ult go off right now.
Tried to go right for Chubbs. Union's Kiriko is able to stop him, but not save him. What a way to end the map. What a way. The team just crumbling under the pressure.
And let's check out this play of the game from Philo. Excellent job. One
right in the head.
Down. Two goes
down.
We do see that Symmetra ult going down. Able to get some great defense for Brookdale.
Absolutely.
Able to shut down that Reaper ult.
To set them up in.
Or just teleport in. Teleporter, get it right in there. AoE is going down. Getting up close and personal with the Winston. I don't think Union was expecting this.
I don't think so either, and
Hey, we weren't expecting it.
I'm loving it.
And the enemy. Oh, this.
Oh,
my goodness.
Philo showing off why he's the May.
Oh,
yeah, and absolutely.
going in with the. Oh, did you see
My
that
God.
headshot? And it looks like we may have the chance to take it.
An extremely close game here. If Union stays on it for any longer, it's their game, and if we push them off, it's
we
ours.
are so close. We just need to get rid of this Reaper.
Beating down that Reaper with melees and able to get us the game.
Able to get the objective.
Oh, yeah.
Just before enemy Lucio can.
Allowing us to win overtime. That was a crazy match, honestly. I think it was really interesting to see both teams adopt a similar play style, both going for each other's throats, so to speak.
And let's see if they could get some more time off. We're going to see another heroes fight, or another team fight very soon.
The high ground, but getting, I believe, so Anakin was getting.
We're seeing a barrier go out.
And we're also seeing Anakin's ult as he's just trying to take the health. Both Lucio ults went off.
Ooh.
Anakin melting down Ramatra with the rest of the team, and then our team
shutting down that ultimate and pushing, getting rid of the rest of Union.
Scattering their team and taking them off the payload.
Looks like Anakin Sims is trying to pull back, get some pokes in.
We see in a critical May ult here, able to destroy their Ramatra and freeze a good portion of their team, pushing them off the payload and giving us, getting them off the payload and getting them back to respawn. With him down, they were able to push up, then he's back, and we are getting pushed back a little bit. We watched Damon pulling, just pushing in and destroying their Baptiste. Their Ramatra popping ult, but not able to take him down yet as he stands like a wall in front of their team, keeping them away from the payload. And we watch the May take him out as our Ramatra ults too, and their team falls like dominoes. We are seeing one of the damages go down. May able to
we
keep
see
alive.
another.
We
yep,
see
we're
the
gonna see
May
it
ult
go
go out, and does again their Ramatra goes down. This might be the game here, folks.
30 seconds on the clock. We see the Baptiste trying to buy some time for the rest of his team.
We see
We see
Kiriko
Tengen
just
pushing the Sojourn.
destroying their Sojourn's jump, lifesteal as well, and just the damage, sorry. And here we see
the barrier
it
go
happening.
out.
Barrier out with Ramatra ult, and he just pushes in and does damage to everything in his radius. Genji unable to escape May's ice wall, and the entire team pushing up, destroying Union and pushing them all the way back into the hallway there.
And then we go right back into the game.
Right back into the game, and we see the Ramatra ult going off, and he's doing a lot of damage to our entire team right now, but it's not in fact. And it seems like we have a technical error, folks. We're getting a look at the team here.
What is going on, guys? This is Brookdale Community College Esports. My name's London.
I'm Tyler.
This is our first time casting. We're just going to be commentating about today's matchup between, what was it again? Overwatch 2, Week 2, NJCAAE Premier Series. It's Brookdale versus Bergen CC. What are your thoughts on today?
I've seen a few matches, at least last season, with our Overwatch team. They're very good. Specifically, I think they lean towards a brawlier side versus dive. Brawl is just very powerful at the moment, I personally believe, with a variety of tanks that you could play with.
Especially, yeah, with the meta right now, with all the changes that Overwatch is throwing at you, I feel brawling is just the best method right now.
Between the dive tanks not being, I mean, Ball is still a very good pick. Winston always is a good pick.
Don't even get me
But
started on Ball.
overall, I think it's leaning towards Junker Queen will be a sleeper pick. I personally think Orisa is a little bit of a sleeper pick also.
Yeah.
And we're just a few more buffs away from over-tuning everything.
Yeah, I mean, there's never going to be enough buffs. There's never going to be enough nerfs, especially just within any game, really. There's no perfect balance, but...
There will be a lean, and there will be a prominent meta.
Absolutely. So, with today's matchup, Bergen Community College, we are Brookdale, and we're just going to kind of just get right into it. But after that, besides that, we got... What is it? 5 maps today. So it's going to be Busan, Hybrid, Escort, or no. Busan, oh, it doesn't even have the names. It's a control map, hybrid map, escort map, push map, and a flashpoint. Those are 5
But they are playing Busan for first point, right?
Yeah, that's what it's what it looks to be.
What's your thoughts on Busan as a map?
Busan, It's only good if your team knows how to play. I feel if you're just going into quick play and you get on a boost on, it's not really.
It could be a very uneven matchup
absolutely.
between the heroes that the enemy chooses there, especially with one of the points being very, I forget what the name of it, but one of the points being very like no high ground, just flat surface fighting
it's
there
the one
for
that
brawling.
has the point here and then the like weird staircase that goes around.
Mecha base?
No. What is it? I don't
The
know
one where
map
widows are
names.
usually on, the shop one?
Yes,
Yes, the
that-
shop map.
oof.
I hate shop map so much.
Widows are the death of me. And at any game, I mean, if there's
I mean, sniping is just, honestly,
it's either you're good at it or you're not. and
exactly my
that's-
point.
That's the best.
you're either
thing.
going to be the one holding the lobby hostage or you're going to be the one held hostage, and there's
We've
no in
all
between.
had that kind of, I guess if you want to call it, swap between being thrown off by a widow or being the widow throwing off. We're now taking a look at our Brookdale players. So everyone's getting ready. Everyone's getting hyped up.
I know we're a very confident team. I know there's new people coming onto the team. And I know they will be performing pretty well. Our team is just very well-rounded overall.
No, I mean, from what I've seen so far, about it is, I mean, I watched last week's game was really good with our new team and new players as well.
Juno, Anna, Juno, Brig, those
Yeah,
are very
like
popular
those-
comps
yes,
being seen.
absolutely, especially
and
in
the
a
team just
competitive
revolves
setting.
around that.
Mm-hmm.
And I know our players are typically very great. They overperform. And I mean, personally, I've played with them. Oh, my God, they carry me.
I love getting carried, but I also love being the one to carry because it's kind of like you're handed the crown in a way.
Yeah.
You're like,
I've been in those points with my friends.
we all
and
have.
they
We all
ask me
started
to.
somewhere. It's kind of like Minecraft. We all started with a wooden pickaxe. Doesn't
That's
matter where you are today.
metaphorical.
I know. I'm going to sound like Gandhi by the end of this stream.
But what are your personal takes on the patch notes for this season so far?
Patch notes for so far for at least September. I know new season's coming up right now. Today is the 9th, and I'm pretty sure season ends in 4 or 5 days now. So I know
Get
that
your
they're
battle
gonna-
passes ready.
Yeah, better.
Free
get
mythic
those-
shards, they're pretty nice, but
The mythic shards, I liked it when you just got. I like what they did with that tracer skin, where as you progressed, you unlocked more. I feel like they should do that rather than
More
just
often.
adding in reskins, rather than adding in recolors. Like it's.
I think that would be definitely pretty cool. But at least for my thoughts, I was sitting on, because I bought the battle pass, but I didn't use the mythic shards because I don't play Mercy in that season. So I had a whole bunch sitting on them for the Ana mythic, and I just used them there, and I didn't have to worry about the battle pass and purchasing more. That was very nice. But going back to what I was saying before, personally seeing the armor drop from 10 to 7 has made a lot of different brawl tanks like Reinhardt, or well,
That's
not a brawl
seconds for
tank.
Diva? Like 10 seconds to 7 seconds?
No, for the armor impact damage.
Oh, like just overall.
Yes.
Yeah.
They buffed that to 10 for some ungodly reason, and I would see like Reinhardt's in my ranked games
Oh my
actually mopping
gosh.
the lobbies with like
Especially
speed
going up
boost.
against a Mauga. Just if you have a Mercy Beam on your Rhine, you're over.
But characters like Diva ended up getting nerfs also because I'm pretty sure they were very strong. But the other thing I failed to mention was the knockback resistance being changed because that was overtuned for God knows what reason.
Just a quick little throwback. We're just gonna welcome all the new people to the stream. This is Brookdale Community College Esports. My name is London,
My name is Tyler.
and we are co-casting together for the first time about the Overwatch 2 Week 2 NJCAAE Premier Series. So we're really hyped about it. We're just going over patch notes, just waiting for everything to get ready, everyone to get locked in for gaming. Hanzo's changes. I'm a huge Hanzo guy. I love him.
The Hanzo changes feel weird.
They do.
It's unusual not being
normal
able
arrows
to.
are no longer affected by global projectile size increases, as in if you were to go through Juno's circle, that would actually, same thing with Baptiste's wall. Juno's circle and Baptiste's wall are the only two that can actually make your projectiles bigger. If you were to
I
throw
didn't know.
Orisa's spear through that, it makes it bigger.
I did
It
not
makes
know
it more
that.
of a hit radius. So they used to do that with Hanzo, but they just took it away.
Hmm.
I don't really know how to feel about that because it was funny if a Juno put out her orb or her ring. I still haven't even used Juno.
She's very fun.
know
I
for
really like
healers,
her.
yeah. My main healers are Moira, Brieg, and Mercy. That's
She's more of a main support, I want to say honestly, because she does need the peeling.
yeah.
Like you have to stick a Brig next to her, or you can have another strong main support in Ana, because
Absolutely.
God bless Sleep Dart and Anti having a free CC. But I think Juno is very strong. She has a lot of carry potential, and despite her like little baby pistol doing a little bit of damage, when you're in the ult, your torpedo missiles do a lot of damage. You can get a lot of healing done. You can get a lot of frags. I dropped a ranked game going, I think, like 21 and 2, and I had the whole team just ignoring me, and I was just able to do my whole thing. And she can be a very strong hero. 14-second speed cooldown. It's actually 11 when the ring disappears.
Still, that ring is really good, especially like when
You
they
can
know, like,
you can
right straight out
facilitate
of the gates. Yeah.
you can facilitate so many different flanks if you need to kite them away, or if I had a map, it was in Nubani first point. We got pushed out into the room, and you know where like there's the room behind the first point. I kited my entire team to be able to heal while we're sprinting between a Lucio Juno, and we were able to re-engage. And we were able to re-engage that fight, and we were able to come in because we had a full reset in the matter of seconds from Juno's speed ring and her group healing. Individually, probably like not the best. You could run her with like other dive characters, I guess, or Brawl to go ahead and facilitate it. But you need some kind of either peel for her, or you need some other kind of secondary healer to be able to keep the team alive. Like I said, Ana is a very good pick for that.
Speaking of teams, I'm just getting word that all of our players are ready. We're just getting some final things touched up, but we're going to have some gameplay in no time. We're going to get rocking and rolling. Brookdale versus Bergen Community College. We're going to see just which one. I mean,
I believe in us.
Yeah. I don't personally
reason not
see
to.
like a one-sided here. I think the way that we performed last week versus our exact team from last week versus this week. I mean, we have new players, we have old players.
I've personally seen them. I've seen the old players. I believe the new players have a lot of potential. I heard tryouts were really good.
I heard tryouts went crazy.
I missed it, sadly, from work.
I saw a very little bit of it because I did also have to leave for work, but from what I saw from tryouts, it looked like everybody was champions. Like, it was
very confident gameplay.
It was like scary knowing that I'm just a Diamond 2.
You queue with me on plot. I need the carry. Ranked meta has been feeling so weird with the drives.
It has.
Did you get the drives?
I got one of them. Just the first
I didn't even
one.
bother. Dude, I was playing so much of the April Fool's game mode. With the changes, Junker Queen. Not even that, dude. Junker Queen's knife is a magnetic pull to anywhere. And it's like you got 50 meters before you can't, or it goes out of bounds.
Did you hear Ramatra's Yap session?
Oh, yes.
You cannot be what has already been.
He has like 3 Yap session voice lines.
He goes on for exactly 60 seconds of just talking for his ult. If he doesn't die, that full 60 seconds will go on. And it's hilarious. When I played it, I was just trying to
I wonder what they thought to these voice actors, talking to them about the voice lines and being
like,
I
thought was more
I need
awesome
you to talk
is
about
how they
60
got
minutes.
the voice actors back together for April Fools. Thinking that, like, we need an audio clip of you saying for Hanzo for April Fools. That was something that really struck me because when has Blizzard ever really brought the entire cast together besides at a BlitzCon?
All right, and I think we are soon going into our match.
I think we are too.
And we see the screen transition.
So we're picking. All right, Ashe, Widow.
Ooh, a Pharah instead, along with a Baptiste. Or are we running Zen Lucio?
So all right, we have a Zen. We have, let's see who else. We got the Hanzo.
Hanzo's being picked, which is interesting.
Doom is gonna be funny.
I think that was just a pre-match. I think they were just messing around.
I see they also got some of the drives. Lucky.
I couldn't be bothered, dude. There were so many new ranked players.
See some of the in-game banter. That's always fun. I love whenever I go into matches and I just start randomly talking about nonsense just to throw people off and have them typing between that first little cooldown.
I always ask someone at the beginning of the match what your favorite cereal is. And then depending on that is how I judge them if they're a good person.
I do it right as the doors open so that I can get myself to the point faster. As soon as doors open, I say, what brand is your microwave? And that leaves them thinking and then
like,
typing.
Why did they ask?
Yeah.
You know what? That's fair. If it
So
works,
May
it works.
is going as May. That's.
We have, of course, as I mentioned before, they're running a Brig Juno comp on the enemy team.
All right. And then they have the McCree and.
Or that's our team.
Sorry, Cassidy. We have the Cassidy and. Oh. All right, so we're heading out to point.
Brig Juno, Ramatra, Cass May. Very
Already got
brawl kind of
the-
heavy
Yeah.
team.
It seems more like a dive in a way. No, not really.
No,
a
not
dive. It's more
dive.
like a hold.
I
in a
think it's
way.
like, yeah, you play rapidly
Mhm.
slow here and you wait for them to make
Damn,
a move, which we're
alright.
seeing here. They instantly eliminated
Yeah.
the team off of a
That
misplay.
was
This composition can be very punishing if you play it absolutely right. Between May's map control, Cassidy getting the free hit scan off of a wall, and we just team wipe.
Yeah, that was fast. I was not prepared for that. Even the Jade.
If you saw
weapon.
during it, I believe we saw Juno's missile torpedoes, which are very great for securing those picks.
I don't know how. Like it's just you get insane picks with her.
With her missiles, or you
Yeah.
get the insane chip to be able to follow up with a May Icicle, Ramatra Pummel, Cass Revolver.
Whenever he goes into pummel, you know either one of you is
We're
dying.
seeing here they're running the Junkrat. Junkrat is very threatening for Ramatra when he's blocking because he can just keep damaging through it.
Absolutely. So I see on our team, or no, sorry, that's Bergen. Bergen already almost has Ash's ult, which is at 83 right now, and
Ooh.
Mercy's almost at 80 as well. But on our
Been
team,
getting a lot of
we do
damage in, but
have-
we just beat their Ramatra,
Yeah.
and their Ramatra is only at 50%. I think the ult economy definitely is in our favor, but we are expending them. We Brig Rally there.
Brig Valley.
Very interesting. I think the Bob was very good here. Their Ash built it very
Yep.
quickly.
They just got to bring down that wall, and then.
Yep.
All right.
And we still keep, or they get point. And we're at
We're still just
37%.
getting warmed up. We can still come back. Again, I have very strong hopes for both of the teams. Both of the teams can do very well here. I'm not going to be one-sided. I want to make sure everybody just has a good time, you know?
So we're reaching around 50% halfway into the match for Brookdale here. And it looks like they're having to wait a little bit longer for a regroup, but we see an Ash Dynamite there hitting both of us and dispersing the entire Brookdale team from their hold up there. Now Junkrat is battling the Cassidy
On our
here while we're
team.
forcing a fight on point.
Ramatra and
Ramatras are being traded
Juno.
along the back line.
Now McCree as well has his ult. I keep saying McCree. I keep forgetting that they changed it.
I don't blame you. There's still a bunch of people here. Are we going to be able to clean this up? Anakin soon falls right after, and I don't think we'll be able to
Out.
finish it. Though the ult economy definitely is in our favor as they
Yeah.
got their picks that fight, so they're ready to take this
got
instantly.
4 ults ready. I just hope they don't all like how I've experienced it. That was a nice headshot. How I've experienced in quick plays of
And we're
everybody
soon ripping
spamming
open
ult
with
at
the
once.
Ramatra. High Noon is expendable here. I think they're going to get a value with zoning him and forcing their Ramatra away and getting the free pick
Yep.
there. And we Blizzard there. Mercy's still in the sky,
Hear a
definitely
wheel.
with Rez.
I see the
And
wheel.
Junkrat retired, trades out too. Looks like there's an uneven fight. Oh, nope, we win that. We took our trades.
Back to 80. Brookdale's coming back up, 80% on the point.
It's becoming closer to the last point. The enemy team doesn't have any ults to go ahead and switch it around. They have to be able to force a touch here. And we still have Annihilation again.
They're gonna have to try and get somebody on point. I don't. think
Anakin
that's
plays it
gonna
right
happen.
here. I think he'll be good.
Unless
Early
he-
aggression should be used here, but Anakin out of the fight. Arisa's running amok.
There goes the Juno
You know,
ult.
well, as Lamp is
All
forced
right.
and they jump off a point, because
Brookdale
I
is
feel
up
that.
1. Especially with, I don't know, I feel like I'm going to just, over the entire course of the street, Bergen and Brookdale, 2 Bs. But so far, we are 1-0 on Bergen.
Ooh, boost on that one really long range map point, or, well, flat ground. I
Yeah.
can't remember the name of the map. But God knows I hate this point. And they're running an Arisa, Bap, Ash, and Mercy, and it looks like they're looking to bunker and hold an angle and be able to keep their tank self-sustained. Swapping back to Ramatra, looks like a brawl. You have similar compositions here, just
I myself am still
Ooh.
trying to get
Ooh, we
compositions
switched up.
down. All right, I see we got Ball going in. Ball is always fun to go against. Whether you like it or not, you know that you're having a good time.
maybe
Wow.
if you're not the enemy backline.
Instant Widow snipe off that. They're trying to go through.
Would have been able to if they never nerfed her. And there's a 4-man slam in there as Ball's rolling around.
Trying to go for the
They have an
Mercy.
aggressive angle. Their supports can't peek around that side. And Tracer and Ball are being able to create so much space and line everyone up for Widow. If it's not Widow they run
Nice
into,
healer
it's
takedown.
Ball. Good trade there. And that's free right there.
Ball is
Just
going
make sure Mercy doesn't
absolutely
res it.
Crazy right now.
He's low without armor, though, so he's
We
got to
are on
retreat.
point. Making good so far. Again, this is only the first map out of 5, but so far, so we're doing pretty well. Tracers spraying, as per usual. I always see random Tracer sprays, not knowing where they are.
You know what's funny?
What is funny?
You can't see the one spray with Tracer and her girlfriend actually in a play of the game.
Really?
Yeah.
Any other spray you could?
Yep.
That's interesting.
I wonder what Overwatch meant by this. But anyways, they soon eliminate a pick, and they soon take the point. Now, they do have Valk, and Window is the next ult that's coming up next. It is very easy to go ahead and build that.
Then it looks like if
Our Tracer's still
if
disturbing the
Soldier
back
gets
line.
some hits on, then he'll be able to.
Widow goes
let out
down.
that
We
auto
get their
aim.
venture.
Alright,
Mercy
Mercy's
Res
going in
comes
for the
out.
ult, Yep. Ball has his ult, so does Widow.
This
I
could be
think
very
he might
big.
just go use it on point, so they don't get it because he knows that he's
And
low.
Ball is sent with the Nano. No double boop there, but force out Lamp and getting a kill out of that.
Yep, there
Just
it
pop
goes.
mines on that because they're not going to survive that. And their tank soon falls. Pulse comes out on BAP with no Lamp.
Soldier on Bergen is at 86. He's kind of
And the giant ball is coming through.
He came in like a wrecking ball. I apologize. I'm never going to do that again.
It's okay.
So, all right, let's see. Right
We
now,
have Juno ult coming up soon. They have Window and Visor is next thing. I'm expecting a Window Visor kind of combination because if you do that, instantly secures all the picks. That was a big ante.
yeah.
Forcing out a utility here. If they lamp that, then they would have wasted it.
Bap is going to
Tracer
come
is
back
forced to
in
back.
on Bergen with his ult. He's going to come back with Window.
Pick up the trade on Reaper, recalling.
Brookdale's Juno is going to have ult any second now.
Once they get a Juno ult, this should be a free fight, but they're
I
not
know-
finding a good
I know
spot.
that they're going to nerf her ult eventually, either by the end of the season. They did that with Ramatra, where Ramatra was absolutely crazy.
Well, I believe they said, I think in a general discussion they've had for Overwatch, that they want to make new characters overtuned at the first start of the
Yeah.
season to be able to give them more playtime, be able to have people figure them out
more
and their
playtime,
playstyle.
more of a chance to get people to buy the battle pass.
Oh
and
my
play.
god, this Widow spot is
That's-
disgusting.
Wow. Wait, where are they? Wow.
Oh my
That
god.
is Blizzard, get on that. I'm not unless
How do
that
you go
Widow's
in these games and find spots like this?
like hide and seek.
This feels like looking up Valorant lineups on Reddit.
That's our Widow too.
And
that's
mines
just
blow up
showing.
everyone, bodies drop, ultimates are sent out, and that is a quick and easy Busan game, just like my quick play games.
Well, I mean, honestly, for me, quick and easy Busan games are where I lose. But that's besides the point. That was great starting game for them.
Our front line
For
is
us,
very
rather.
great. I think they caused a lot of pressure and displacement, as Ball usually does. And the moment they were displaced, they were meeting straight with the Widow. I think the first fight, especially as the May Cassidy, is a very just solid
Yeah.
bunker core. Juno is so flexible as long as you have the second support with her. You could do a lot.
We're going to get into second game. Just a second. Right now, second game's looking like a hybrid map.
Ooh, hybrids are not my cup of tea. King's Row's nice, though.
I love Kings Row, especially when they usually Kings Row on Christmas as well. Like that's when I like it the most.
I will say, though, playing King's Row offense is definitely a better feeling than playing defense.
Especially if you're playing against Widows or with Widows. That Kings Row is like Widow City, in my opinion.
I had a really nasty knife on King's Row. You know the second point hole? Not the big one towards the spawn, but the other one, the little
one
square
that's
one.
above?
Yeah, near the medkit room.
Yes.
So I had a friend pull a Ramatra, use the speed boost to jump over the hole from like the front side, and then pulled the knife back as Ramatra's ulting and sent him straight into the hole.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've seen some crazy plays like that with
Wish I had the
Roadhog.
clip, but
Oh
I
my
was
gosh. You know
screaming
how many
during it.
clips I would have if I was able to go back and clip anything?
Mm-hmm.
There are different softwares, however, that can actually just keep recording your software, and they keep recording even like as soon as you turn on the computer, they
Start clipping immediately.
Absolutely.
Metal was like that. I didn't like it though, simply because I would be clipping my whole games, and then that'd be like millions of gigabytes on my D drive, and then I was like, oh, I'm out of storage. I started using GeForce though.
How do you like it? Right now, I have
Or
it
not,
right
or not
on.
GeForce. I forgot. Nvidia. I don't know what it's called. Shadowplay.
Okay.
I can't remember the exact program name. I just know where it's from. Shadowplay is really good. You could trim it to like a very high quality clip. Is it a little like on the 80, like 70, 80 megabytes for each clip, if you run it like 30 seconds at high quality, yeah, but it's very nice and easy. 2-button press, clip it, lasts 30 seconds. You can trim the footage all you want. Just
Hashtag
upload
not
it to
sponsored.
Streamable. Hey, I'm just saying my clipping software.
Absolutely. So right now, Brookdale is 1 point over Bergen.
Out of 5 at the moment. I think we need 3 to be able to secure it, unless they start winning more.
I don't
Or is
know. I
it
mean,
till
like
five?
I mean, it's almost like every other Overwatch match where you go 2, and then all of a sudden, enemies get 1, and then they get 2,
Yeah.
and then it's a tiebreaker.
They need to win 3 games, I'm pretty sure.
That's usually standard competitive rules, but
Mm-hmm.
everyone's just having a good time out there. I can see everyone smiling, everyone high-fiving.
I'd be a lot more fun playing up there. I wanted to go try out, but like I said, work. I'm focusing on my classes this year.
Stay in school, kids.
Absolutely.
But
Don't
other
do a
than
gap
that,
year either.
Yeah. Other than that, who is your favorite hero?
Character to play?
Yeah.
That's a toughie. So for DPS, I'm a Sojourn main, but that feels like playing baby sensory hit scan. And I really can't tolerate how I hold the lobby hostage as I'm just sitting back in my chair, like brain numbed.
Yeah, just
On the
launching
other
and
hand,
sliding, yeah.
if I'm looking for fun, I play Genji.
Absolutely.
And all that. But I just had word that we are going back into the game soon.
Let's go.
And
So,
round 2.
Round
It's a
2,
hybrid
yeah,
map.
Hybrid map, so you gotta catch point first and then move bot, which is gonna be nice and fun, especially with layered ults. We're gonna see how Brookdale and Bergen brawl it out. That's a lot of B's in one sentence.
It looks like their team had a bit of composition.
Absolutely.
A bit of composition difficulty. And they were like picking Orisa. They were doing a whole bunch of other supports. And I noticed the Mercy. And I think Mercy's kind of okay, especially with the damage boost reversion. But I think there's just other off supports that you want to have in that role. Break to be able to
either-
peel, Lucio or Juno to be able to speed around. But yeah, I saw the Mercy BAP. I think it's a very solid poke composition, especially with Orisa. But I just think that dive
Yeah.
beats poke here.
I
And
myself
our
am
ball
still
and Tracer
trying
was running
to-
through.
I myself am still trying to learn compositions in a way.
Mm-hmm.
One of my good buddies, Damien, is outspaced, whatever you want to call him.
Mm-hmm.
He sometimes, whenever we play together, he was the one that introduced me to it. I
Mhm.
remember back in Overwatch 1 when loot boxes were still a thing. I know I sound ancient saying that,
Sound like an old head.
but most of my skins, I mean, are from mine, and I just have him to thank for that. So thank you, Damien, and let's get back in right to the game. So we're
King's
going back in.
Row.
King's Row.
We were
Let's
just
go.
talking about this here.
Yep, there's that Widow window. Beautiful scenery.
I was once at that Widow window. Someone had like that Venom Mine spot where you take the bullet for the Venom Mine.
Right.
I got diffed so hard there.
Oof.
But our composition looks a little interesting.
All right.
We're running a Reinhardt on King's Row, which is very
Reinhardt with
cinematic
the
as usual.
Kiriko. Oh yeah, absolutely. You can't go King's Row
And you
without
have-
doing that.
You have Juno for the speed boost to facilitate the Rhine, and then you have the Symmetra here to also brawl with the Rhine and help move Rhine around. I think they're clearly going to go for a wraparound, either taking the stairways to high ground, or they're just going to TP straight into the high ground.
I'd say they.
But as
They're
soon as
going
you control height on this map on King's Row and you have that stairway, you force a fight, you push them out from point, and then you secure the win from there.
So yeah, we're going Bap and Bap and Juno. So yeah, that's
Switching
gonna be an interesting one.
BAP really helps those brawl types of tanks,
Yeah.
just holding corners and those tight angles, and where you're forced to take a full-on
being
fight.
Junkrat as per usual. Oh, he's gonna launch right out.
And it looks like the other school is running a Life Weaver and a Sojourn with the differences and a Widow here. And I wonder what they're doing with the Life Weaver here, and I want to see how they play it, because I've hardly seen much actual competitive usage of Life Weaver.
I can go on and on and on about Lifeweaver, but
He
I'm
seems-
not going to. I'm going to spare everybody that's watching currently. And, in
And
the
as I was
future.
saying, they're clearly taking the high ground here, and I believe their Symmetra is going to set up a TP here to be able to facilitate other spots, or just be able to take a giant leap and take the high ground. Now the entire enemy team is forced to fight in that corner. And Reinhardt is clearly destroying the backline, as you can see from this Junkrat's
As
POV.
always.
And the Sigma falls. And look at that. As soon as you take high ground on this, you either
Immediately
have
off
to
point,
retreat
yep.
or you're forced inside the room. And you have to respect it. Sigma usually outpokes Reinhardt.
May
But
is
because they
falling
brought
off,
the
Widow.
fight so fast, It was very quick and easy. And with
Junkrat's going in.
Junkrat's cleaning up that
always.
Widow, and we're here
We're
at
taking point.
taking point at 3 minutes. Now they have 5 minutes and 34 seconds.
That's sometimes a good thing, sometimes
Oh.
a bad thing. I don't know what just happened with that shield, but I will be using
Anakin's
that.
trying to be flashy. No, he's feeding for ult charge.
Even better.
So then there can get Juno and
Oh,
Bapple.
wow,
Yeah,
that
because
brought
we're
him from
right at
60 to
window.
80, Yep.
There you go.
So right now, our
That
team has
is-
Bap ult, and Ryan's
Junkrat's
on the
holding this
way
corner.
for Bergen. Looks
Window is
like Bap's ult is
popped.
also coming up, and Sigma as well.
And who did they dedicate on payload?
I want to
God knows who. But
say-
as you can see, but the Brawl is just very aggressive here. As you can poke between the Junkrat and Bap and Juno, and you could just rush Reinhardt in. May's poke is really good. I think they buffed her primary fire at secondary fire.
Hammer down.
And he did a 360 shatter with no one hitting it, just like my ranked games. Please don't pick Reinhardt in my games.
I've been there and I've done that. I've been the one that's done that. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And they're full sending it in. Anakin is a maniac, waving at the enemies.
Anakin's just going haywire, and I'm all in for it. I'm fully
I support it.
Yep.
It's the confidence. As long as you have the confidence, you'll
Confidence
be playing
is
well.
key. Sometimes in Overwatch, unless you know what you're doing, but that's besides the point. Right now,
They're
we're
trying to
already
play
pushing
hyper
on.
aggressive here, so
4
they
minutes
can't
still
even.
on the clock.
I'm gonna say they're trying to push way more aggressive, so they have no chance of being able to defend and take back the point and hold it. The more aggressive you push them out, the more space you give your payload to move.
Anakin did
And
play
we
last
are
week,
right in their spawn. I'm not 100% sure from the top of my head. I believe
Pretty
so.
sure, because I remember seeing some insane Ryan gameplay last week.
When Ryan is meta, you know it's a fun meta.
But so far, I mean, we're just holding. Right now, Brookdale's taking the payload right over to Bergen, and doesn't seem to be having that much of a problem. Still 5 minutes on the clock, 2 points on board. We're looking pretty good right here.
Now they have 4 ults on the table here. Well, we have 3 here. We have Junkrat Tire.
Oh, there goes Sigma.
Oh, there goes a Sigma
goes
ult
Wall.
instantly.
May throws
And it's completely
flurry.
screwed up because of
throw wall.
Junkrat. Sig is forced out of E, and God bless he lands down the hole. That is disrespect to the finest degree.
But you gotta love it. You gotta love that competition. You gotta love
Being a
that.
good Junkrat is very difficult, and being able to play at a professional
I remember
level.
when I first started, Junkrat was my favorite because I didn't know what I was
Well,
doing.
pinned straight in. They're about to take this point, holding them straight in their spawn.
Right in the spawn. Oof.
Ooh, Anakin
Alright.
goes down.
Ram goes
They do
down.
contest, but we still have a Junkrat hiding.
I have a strong feeling that our Ryan is going to switch after he gets his ult off, because I know that Ram does counter.
Trying to
Ryan
force
pretty
the
well.
lamp out on the Baptiste so then he won't be able to, or he'd be able to Junkrat ult safely. But he's just going to sit in this position. The patience and discipline.
There's the hammer.
There goes the tire. Oh, wait, I meant shatter. Does he follow up with the tire? No. I think they had lamped everyone inside of there, so he wouldn't have been able to pick it up.
Juno kind of reminds me of like a secondary Moira, where you can go full DPS and not have a problem with it.
I think it's a very more situationally, though. You're not going to be able to
Well,
as
yeah,
reliably. And the
not as
Junkrat
close.
comes out for
Yeah.
a back cap.
There we go. There's the wheel.
And there goes their Baptiste.
Goes
Main
Bap,
support
healer
down.
out.
That's a big loss in their own eyes. Life Grip is used. Ramattra is forced into Nemesis. Reaper comes back for a touch, but Ramattra soon falls along with Life Weaver.
Most of the time, I have
And
no
the
clue
team
what's
soon
happening.
goes down. And that is a 3-minute and 19-second Kings Row first round. Impressive. I think with their composition between Juno being able to supply enough healing that Kiriko lacks for a Reinhardt is more than enough to facilitate this brawl poke kind of playstyle they have.
Absolutely.
They create the tempo by poking, and they create the tempo by initiating the brawl.
Our team looking very relieved after that game, along with Bergen.
Sitting back in the chair, looking relaxed and comfortable. That's the level of confidence you want when you're playing at this kind of
Absolutely.
level.
Only built to serve. I've been getting into more and more into the lore, and I really wish that Overwatch did more with that invasion thing that everybody paid $40 for, got 3 games out of, and that was it.
Well, I don't know if you... I actually probably shouldn't talk about it, but there was an entire documentary released, I believe, covering Activision Blizzard by one of the higher-ups or higher management. And you could read into it. I think Flats did a 30, 40-minute discussion video of like the entire industry of Blizzard for the decade and how they've fallen. And you could look into it, but they've cut out the studio department and like the lore for Overwatch, really.
That's interesting.
Yeah, they've lost a whole bunch of stuff, and that's why you don't really see cinematics unless if it's for a collab or new season.
Speaking on collabs, while we're getting ready for the next game to start, what are your thoughts on the new season's anime with the My Heroes?
Why doesn't Venture have a skin? Like, Deku would be perfect for Venture.
I
And
like
it's
I
like
like
the most
Ryan.
Deku voice.
I like Ryan's.
I like Ryan's skin.
It would have been cooler as Ramatra. Yes,
I think it
can
would have
agree
been
with-
that.
Yeah.
And the other problem is that I think both Ryan and Ramatra both have had skins already. I think Ryan has had 2 between World of Warcraft. Oh, the match has
Already
already
back
started.
into Smash.
And it doesn't even look like it has because they're sent straight back to the spawn room.
Doom is holding them in spawn. We have an
Punching the
Orisa.
Orisa in gold, but it doesn't matter. She's out of gold and she falls over.
Healers for us are back at again with Juno and Kiriko, and they also have Bap and what looks like Ana now.
Looks like they're looking just to eliminate the first picks and doing a prominent spawn hold, and if that doesn't work, they can easily kite it out.
I do think that Bergen's Ana is definitely going to try and get some plays with going with that Nano, or not Nano, the Anti, whatever you want to call it. I always
But
call
they
it,
immediately switch
I
out.
call it her bad juice.
Will he do something funny?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
he did.
I love Junkrat
Goes straight in
players.
for that.
I feel like they're all somewhat insane. But
There's
honestly,
this
all
one
Nanos-
on TikTok called Toasty. He does insane clips.
I've seen some like 360 no tire.
Or you
like-
just, where they predict when you boop them up in the air, they just
Yeah.
predict where you shoot.
There's a lot of definitely crazy plays to be done. That's why I still play Overwatch. I love going in for some.
And you can see with these
Randomness.
flicks, he's got it.
Yeah, they're just holding down spawn.
Having a spawn hold like this lets them be able to farm ult quickly.
Absolutely.
Kiriko and Juno ult are going to be online. 2 big game winners.
Yeah. we
No
already
matter
have
what
3
happens,
ults
if you
open.
force one out, the other one's going to come out, and you're not going to be able to hold it back. Ult economy is... Oh, and we have Junkrat Tire. This is disgusting. We're going to go ahead and probably pop that eventually once they all come out. Following a Curie headshot. Suzu is 4. Should have Swift stepped first, but not much you can do there. Kitsune is popped. Tire is released. We got 1 out of that while they all fled to the spawn room.
Juno.
And we got a
yep.
second pick on the Ana that decided to stay out. And Junkrat. I didn't even see the Junkrat. Now they have their own Kitsune online now. And Nano's built to 67, and Simwall, which is a very big ult, is at 75. If they do it right, you'll be able to go ahead and take him out.
I just
But
hope
there
that
is a
Brookdale can get
Doomfist
back
in their
over.
back
Yeah, I
line.
see that.
I don't know what the goal is, and he just didn't have his ult in time.
Either
feel
way,
that.
I feel actually if I was a Doom in that situation, I would have ulted.
I just don't think he had it built in time. I think it was at 99. Like the second he died is when it
Yeah.
came through. Which I've been there so many times, especially with Dragon Blade.
And like even in those situations,
And Dragon
where
Blade
it
was
would
used.
have been a
And he got sent back to
perfect
the lobby.
take a nice
It's a
nap.
little unreal what's happening and keeping up with everything, but it's fair enough. It's your King's Row game.
That was a beautiful.
Suzu right there
yeah,
on the
beautiful
trap.
Suzu.
I think it lasts 0.9 seconds, so you can like do an in between, because you can survive and CC through Junkrat's trap.
Junk's just going crazy right now.
You could also use, if you Suzu at the right time, you can completely nullify a Blizzard also.
Remix and Sims. I mean, I feel like right now on
Ooh.
our team have just been star players today.
Yeah.
So far. But yet again, I wanna
Anakin
give
has had
everybody
really
else a
good
chance.
space control though,
Yeah.
also. Just being a very aggressive tank player.
Personally, the progress that he
And
made with
sent
Ryan
straight
last
into the
game.
back line. Suzu is the HP bar fluctuating more than the stock market. And soon the picks start coming out. One by one, everyone falls as the Kitsune is brought up again. And it looks like the ult economy is kind of back where it was. Junk still has Tire up again
Team kill.
after using it before. And now they both have... Did their Kiriko ult? No, right?
No, not yet.
They had Kitsune. Oh,
Now
now
they
they
did, yeah.
are. Oh, and it's going to
What's
get
going on
tired
with
immediately.
Tire?
He's waiting it. Oh, solo ult on a tank. I feel this. I feel this. What's really satisfying is pulsing tanks.
What's
just
really
for the quick kill.
satisfying is using Hammer on a Mercy that's all alone. That is
I
the
had a-
stereotypical Brookdale wins. That's
And that's
as soon as I
second
look
point
away
on
for 1
hybrid.
second.
We are currently at 2-0 at the moment. And It's a little impressive that it's been this fast. They had a crazy time lead with 3 minutes on the clock to be able to hold.
Absolutely.
And yet they got held in the spawn here.
Anakin again with the
Anakin
play.
soon getting a double pick off of that. Doomfist is practically a second DPS as long as you play him right. As long as you have the right team coordinated around it, very threatening. Now that we are in a 2-0 lead, I believe they only need to win one more match to be able to secure the series.
I'm really excited for this. I mean, we're how many minutes into the stream and we're already 2-0. That's shocking to me. Usually there, I mean, I don't want to jinx anything, knock on wood, if this even is wood, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's been a very quick match. I really like the Doomfist coming out. I personally love seeing Doomfist having punch be like a 4-second cooldown CC. It's very nice, and he's just good at securing picks.
Doom? I know
So-
Doom does. That's
so-
why they swapped to Doom, but I'm still trying to learn.
Well, D.Va doesn't actually counter. It's a weird matchup. You can force twin missiles for your empowered block, but she can easily look away. You can D-Matrix Doom's healing if needed in this scenario. But I think the specific matchup scenario is when D.Va is out of mech, it is a very easy time to just keep her out of mech constantly. And if you just keep denying her out of mech, I had a game where I got denied mech like twice. First because I thought I was safe ulting. The second one was because he ulted and then soon found me as I was about to go ahead and get my ult and then canceled it again.
yeah.
And
Oh,
I
yeah, so
lost
that's
2
definitely a play.
points. Yes, it is a very valid play to keep baby D.Va alive and don't kill her so she doesn't get her mech back. And
Yeah.
it forces time. And if you just run away, she can't build ult charge.
So you just gotta keep pushing. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
exactly. Keep her
Absolutely.
down. And but other matchups, noticeably Cassidy with his hinder. But with the recent patch notes, they've reduced the hinder time from 1.2 to 9 seconds, which I thought on paper I'm not gonna notice that. But playing
Yeah,
Tracer,
yeah.
if they
Yeah,
miss the 2
playing-
shots,
yeah.
it's very noticeable at that point. 1.2 kind of just secured you're screwed. They did buff the damage for some reason, giving it 75, so you could just like hinder, shoot, hinder, shoot, Tracer. Other heroes that I think that person counters, we all know Sombra because she's CC God. But
With speaking on Cassidy, did you see the bug fix that they just released where they fixed the issue with the Deadeye where it would incorrectly indicate a killing blow, so it would only on Ramatra, and everybody
Really?
else, as soon as you used it, it would be like boom, instant dead kill, but then it wouldn't register, which was really weird. I remember playing what was it, Mystery Heroes, and I was Cassidy, and I had ult. It was
And it showed the
Route
death
66.
symbol?
Yeah, and it showed the instant death symbol, so I did it immediately, and it was like, what the heck? Like,
I think that was because Ramatra had a bug with his armor, though. I believe they.
was that?
I have
when he
no
was
idea.
when he was pummel?
I have no idea when the bug was. I didn't even notice it, I'll be so honest. But I know I couldn't have played Ramatra because he just fell over like a mop. I forgot what it was. They changed the amount of damage he took.
I think, yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. But again, Blizzard always does these different kinds of changes.
Or have weird bugs that
Yeah.
are just sitting in their system. Gotta bless
Absolutely.
Doomfist like over 1,000 bugs and get quakes on the entire document.
Nerf Genji. All right, so we're looking. I tried
Stray
playing
on
it all.
Genji.
So we're just taking. Oh, he sees himself on TV. Say hi to mom. There you go.
And we're soon.
Hey, look, I'm on TV. Hi, mom.
Hi, Mom. Anyways, it's been a 2-0 victory. I think the matches have been very fast. I
Yeah.
kind of want a good match. I don't know
I
about
wanna
you.
s-
My
no, yeah.
favorite matches are the ones where it feels like a struggle to win, because
More
that's
fe-
how
it
you know
more
hard
feels
work
like a
paid off.
competition of who's gonna end the game first.
Exactly.
It's not even like a who is going to win. It's 2-2, or no, it's even
It's
3-3
2-0.
and it's overtime. Like you're just trying to get the payload to that one
Mm-hmm.
spot. I've had games go on for 45 minutes.
That's
and-
weird. I had a Valorant match back when I used to play in like 2020 go on for like an hour.
Wow.
I think we were 25 overtime or 26? 26 rounds. Or no,
That's
no.
crazy.
26 plus from the original 25, I believe.
I could never do that. That's why I don't personally
That's
play
why I don't play
Valorant.
Valorant
Yep.
anymore. Overwatch is much more fast-paced. I like it a lot
Yeah,
more.
I like the more fast pacing, and also I like the not even it's more not necessarily a balance, but it's more of a choice of
Mm-hmm.
what you want to play against. You're always given something that can counter something, but is also weak to something. Those
And it's
kinds of
about
games.
mastering those characters
Yes.
and figuring out your
It's
weak
like Super
points.
Smash
and-
Bros.
Yep.
Super Smash Bros is a perfect example. So even with Smash, they
Mm-hmm.
can go back into, say, you have one that is countered by 2, but is strong against 3. And it looks like we are going right back into game.
I was gonna go ahead and say with Smash, all you do now is play Steve. But as
That
going
is
back
if
to
you
topic,
spend money.
going back to topic, we're seeing a Life Weaver Iliari Widow core backline. That is
That
interesting,
is
but I
scary.
can see the vision. Oh, Lucio.
All right.
I can see Iliari. Iliari acts as a second DPS in this composition that can poke.
Is it Iliari or is it Ilari?
I don't know.
I don't
I'm
even
sorry
know.
if I am
No,
butchering it.
it's- I remember when I first saw her, I started calling her Lilari because I thought it was a capital L.
Yeah. I don't exactly know. I know it's Portuguese, right? I forget where she's from.
Not Peruvian. Besides that,
I don't know how to pronounce her name, but also I
Back
don't know how
on
to pronounce
Busan.
half people's names.
no, this is Watchpoint Gibraltar.
Yes.
It
I
looked
hate
like
this
Busan
map so
for a
much.
second. This is a really fun Widow map, which is why I'm kind of nervous for Brookdale, but Bergen could possibly come back up.
And they're running Ana, Iliari, Widow, Winston, and Genji. Clearly, the Ana is going to be feeding, Winston's going to be feeding for damage, so
Wow,
Ana
they
can build Nano and
instantly went
instantly
after-
sent for a
Yep.
pick. And they're immediately taking space. And the
Winston.
more damage he takes on Winston and diving, the more he facilitates his Ana and getting more value out of her healing, getting Nano online. And really, once you're Nano, you're Winston. He
Yeah,
is a
then-
lethal
then-
threat. His
yep.
damage is usually nothing, but with the Nano,
The
he
Nano,
can get
yeah.
so
I feel
many
like
more
the Nano
picks.
is more buffed on him than anybody else.
Absolutely. I mean, you had your very popular Genji blades, but the fact that Winston could just press shift and hold mouse
Yep.
1 and go straight in with
That's
a
it. That's
Nano
all
and
you
get
need to do.
full value,
Yep.
it's disgusting.
So far, Brookdale's almost up to 2 ults, actually almost 3. Same thing with Bergen. Bergen looks like they are 35% on 2 of them.
They
have
have-
on their DPSs.
I was going to say they have Iliari almost acting as like a off support here, being
Yeah.
able to fight with the front line and being able to poke if needed,
That's
if she
a
needs to
great
run.
pylon spot, by the way. I love seeing different methods
Pylon
for
spots?
pylon spots. Yeah, I can go into pylon spots. There's a couple maps where you can find one little cranny that covers a huge area.
I don't know if you've seen it on the push map. You could literally toss a pylon inside the ice cream truck.
Are you serious? And it would still work?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's crazy for that first point. It's not very like strategic, but like you could just toss it there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's just like a weird spot. No one's really going to double back and look. You're usually on the other side of the truck playing cover.
So right now it's a monkey battle.
With our Nanos on 84, with Primal at 94. Iliari would go crazy with Primal being able to proc the Sunstrike. And Widow's
So Ilari-
enemy
alright,
Widow
so now we
pops
have-
their ult.
Yeah, we have
Very
2 ults right
interesting.
now. All right.
And to be able to
Winston pops his
counteract
ult.
that, we're sending it in on Winston here.
There
He
goes.
secures a
Widow's
pick on
down,
that.
Yep.
Juggle was very nice on
Looks
the
like
Widow.
he's going right after healers, which I wish I would have more of in competitive games. That's besides the point. We're focusing on this one.
Speaking of, we were talking about the armor changes earlier. I believe Winston's Tesla goes through that, right?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he
Which is
just
a
goes
very
straight
interesting,
to-
unique take on with with the Winston meta. I mean, Winston's always been meta.
I feel like it would be better with somebody like with like a sword, even like Junker Queen. I feel like if her knife went
Yeah,
through
but that's just,
armor,
I think, a point of unbalanced. That's gonna reach its very
there's
scary
always gonna
degree.
be an unbalance.
Junker Queen's already a very good pick. I think if Orisa or Malga weren't as popular, I think she would be
Yeah.
running it. She's a very sleeper pick, especially if you run the right comp. Instead of just brawling and like slow pacing brawl, just W key. Toss your knife, pop shout. Yeah. Basically. I personally have been playing a lot of Junker Queen. She's my main tank if I'm not playing Doomfist or Diva. Diva's actually technically my main, but I don't
So
like
right
playing
now,
Diva.
Brookdale seems to be getting very good progress on
4
payload.
minutes and 54 seconds. I can't read. And Dolan's
Widow
by the
got
Widow.
pick, Yep.
We all have those moments.
Our Winston once again almost has his ult right now.
He's been
enemy
farming
healers
it.
For Bergen's healers have 2 ults right now.
Almost having near infinite uptime on the Widow. Oh, Widow soon takes the pick there. But Winston's not able to do anything about it. But Primal is soon up at 99%. And that looks like the big ult we have going into this, while they have Coalescence and Baptiste window here. Widow's close to her. Is it a visor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some
I always
sort of-
say visor, but I'm thinking of soldier or ult when I,
think
say
that's
visor.
honestly the same thing.
Winston soon
They
sends it
both have
in.
something.
Genji's looking around, and he's going for a
going
primal
for
to be
primal.
able to suppress it.
He's going
The
straight
juggle
for
is
Widow.
very nice.
Straight for Widow. Then
You could
going for
easily get him
Torg.
off the map, but I think it's just time to hold that space and defend it well.
I love that jump in melee. I feel because then you get the melee damage.
And if you
the
charge
landing
it up,
damage. Yep.
I think it's like a burst 100.
Brookdale's getting
I've seen
really
memes
close
of
here. We're
missing
3
the right
minutes and
click.
50 seconds.
Oh my god. It's disgusting.
This is going by too fast.
What's that Widow skin?
Which one? The one that we're looking at?
Yeah.
That looks like one of the New Year, the Lunar New Year skins. I know that
I don't play Widow much, so I wouldn't know. And Kitsune.
Holding point, 0.62 meters. We are very close to this victory.
Winston's a little low, but he's just giving more and more time.
Have some tickets. That's what I used to think that Kiriko's were until I realized that they were
Like Ofudas.
yeah.
Or like talismans.
Tickets, please.
I think for the collab skin with what was it? The K-pop group.
Lysiferum?
Seraphim.
Something like that.
I was originally thinking it was twice for some reason. There's gonna be some K-pop fan who's gonna be mad at me. But she does have, I believe, the tickets for the show in that, which is a little cool.
Payload's getting moved back.
Ooh, the Winston soon takes up on that Winston as downtime was created.
I apologize, Brookdale, but you go
Wait,
Bergen.
we got the one
Alright.
shot there, and Genji gets out clean. Traded a tank for a support, not the best case scenario, but Genji has
Sometimes
an
it
off
works
angle
out.
to
We're
put
just
some
gonna see.
pressure.
Alright, he goes primal.
He's primaling because he knows he's low, so he's just got to make do with it now. I think that's very risky. I personally don't like primaling when I'm low. It makes me think that I'm very much invincible.
Unless you know that you have healers behind you, that's usually...
You can
when
get a
you
few
do it.
seconds out of it, but like I
yeah.
said, if you're doing it as your last minute resort,
Like right-
most
yeah,
case
he-
scenarios. Oh,
I
whoa.
just watched him go flying.
Ooh, that's rough.
I love it when they ragdoll randomly.
Ooh, our Kiriko's going on the Kiri 1v1, and we still. Ooh, Nano Blade coming out. We see a good. Oh, slip.
slapped.
Oh,
Still, he's
Winston
coming
sold.
right back in.
Winston sold. Visor was popped. He forced Visor out of
We're
that.
moving payload back. Oh, we're getting contested. Still, I think...
Solo Kiriko up, and
Yep.
Winston's back in the fight. I think we have a very confident hold here. We only lost Genji.
I think it's going
we
to
have
be one more team fight unless...
Widow's
somebody
holding
somehow
all
gets-
the
yep.
angle, and they swapped to Bastion to be able to play against
Wow.
our. Wow.
That was almost right out.
Yeah, our Widow's getting some nice shots
Widow's
here,
going
putting
for
some pressure.
healers.
Doesn't look like they're respecting the Widow, but now I think they will.
Widow versus Widow. Wait till you show. Just peek a little bit.
Genji is back into
Getting
the
more and more picks.
respawn room. I feel that. Ooh.
That was a nice one. I saw midair.
That was good.
There
I'll
was
give
that
him
one creative map where you were able to do like insane trick shots just to warm up for
Widow 1v1s,
Yes. Yeah.
where you can only hit headshots.
Yeah.
I hit a nasty 360 on that once on my girlfriend, and I would never let her live her down from that. Every time
Ooh,
I.
Zen got some nice hits in on there. I love going Zen and just being an absolute...
Now Zen will be
burden.
able to help here simply because, yes, he is a diveable target for Winston, but now the Discord orbs pose a threat on Bastion, on Winston,
I feel if he...
and it really facilitates the Genji and the Winston on the team
What are
here.
your thoughts on the, I guess, not really new, but the most recent rework on Zen regarding his orb, of where you can't just keep spamming it on something?
I very much think it's a very healthy counterplay. Up until then, your real big counterplay against Discord was going Zarya and just bubbling yourself. But even then, when you bubbled, you wouldn't be able to do anything. You just force it out and he'd reapply it. This allows some kind of play around against Discord.
Oh,
now,
my
is
stars, that
Seven's...
Winston is nanoed. I just realized that. I couldn't even see that for a second. My apologies. Coming up on game.
10 seconds left. Interesting. Push it to the first point. I don't think anyone can confirm it. Ooh, D.Va can confirm a
Diva's
touch.
coming
But
in.
now the problem becomes living against a Bastion and Widow peeking you.
Widow's good, yeah.
Anteed out here. And I don't think she's in range either.
Out.
Oh, wait.
Widow's out.
This is very good.
Anna's
Now with the
out.
OT timer, I believe they'll be able to.
Wow.
Winston should be able to get out and pop
They
a
can
primal
get, yeah,
here.
they can
Wait,
get Winston. Oh, yeah, there goes the primal.
you just have to go for everyone that isn't Winston in that situation. Just he's gonna be
Big
low no
problem
matter
here
the
is
scenario.
making sure that you're on the point. That's been my biggest mistake. Like right here, nobody's on point. Oh, we're back on.
We're fine. The OT timer didn't go down here. Their cast is low and discorded, but our supports aren't here in time. Ooh, a frisbee disc from the heavens. Oh, we got a
Where did
D.Va
that
ult
even come
going. That's
from? I saw
really
that just come
important.
in.
And we're able to get a second HP
Wow.
bar on her. Oh,
See,
but
this
it's
is what
practically
I
burnt
like.
instantly.
This is the competitive rush.
That I like, yeah.
The overtime timer.
You saw the Reaper swap there as they went
Yeah.
off of, or they still have the Bastion here, so
They
the
went
Reaper can
Lucio
pop a
just
lot
to
of
try and
damage.
Get back to point faster.
Now they're going to, or I think Kiriko is probably one of the best stall
Pulling out
heroes because you
Blade.
could just TP out. Blade is still active.
Wow.
Everyone's down in the spawn room. Deadeye's up. No one can touch him. We win.
That was crazy. That was amazing. That was just amazing. Players look very relieved right now. Everyone's head button, high five. 0-3.
I think they figured out really where our team
do you-
shines, specifically
yeah.
in dive, and I think they've started to realize it. I mean, they had the Baptiste from the start. You have to play a dive hero tank on this map to be able to take any kind of space unless you have a Symmetra, but you can see that they're running more of a like bunkerish kind of composition with
Yeah.
Reaper at the end to be able to pop open the tank and Bastion to be able to apply pressure to Winston during his dives. So you can see how they're working around it and how we worked around it, popping Discord. So now the Bastion doesn't have his turret resistance. Winston's able to be popped a lot more. But towards the end, we just had the ult economy, Deadeye. We were going to have Kitsune. Or did we have Kitsune at the end? Did we have
No,
Keiko?
somebody did pop Kitsune. I want to
Okay, I
say
thought
that
it was
it was
crazy.
Bergen. I did see the archway. I forgot what it is. It's actually called.
Shinto Gate.
Something, yeah. All right, so now it seems that they're going Kiriko and Ana.
Well, we
for
still are
Bergen.
running our Zen Moira. Very
Yeah.
interesting composition. With Moira being a
Doing
resource healer, that
push-ups,
puts pressure on the
Getting
Zenyatta
ready,
to heal.
getting pumped up for the match. There's some really funny emotes.
There's a lot.
They need to just like.
There's really funny voice line combos.
Yeah. Oh my god, I've heard some crazy.
Have you heard the
ones.
Tracer ones?
I have not.
I have this one goes, eat my ho ho ho.
All right, so immediately, just launching, swinging.
We're holding the high ground here,
Yeah.
closer towards our spawn for a very aggressive position here as Diva's able to set up here. We see the Zarya, Sombra, Genji. This is a very dive-orientated team on the enemy
definitely
team.
gonna go after healers if I know Sombra's.
And the thing is that, oh, we traded out there. Who do we trade? Zenyatta. Zenyatta for Genji here.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
interesting. Losing the Discord pressure is not that good. Our soldier can farm Zarya, but the problem becomes Zarya gets a lot of bubble charge just bubbling Sombra or Genji in. But without LOS, you can see what just happened. So it becomes a very, like, a tug of war between how much your DPS can create pressure and how much
like
really
it's a
are they going to
coin
be
flip
able to,
almost.
like, put pressure. If they shoot the bubble, you get charge. If they don't shoot the bubble, your DPS gets value. That's really why I like playing Zarya, especially against, like, with a Tracer. Also, Graph Pulse is a very interesting combination.
Yeah. So far,
But
Brookdale
now
has
they
2
went
ults,
Hog?
almost over 50, and what looks like
Hog in
Bergen
a
has-
serious competitive environment. Interesting. I want to see what they have with it.
I see Bergen Sombra's ult going up scarily fast. I want to see how this plays out, where Sombra just shows up out of nowhere and decides to just take down everybody at once.
Diva without armor here. Very interesting. And
Let's
he's
see how
holding
they
on
can
with
keep it.
200 HP
Hog was
here.
definitely an interesting choice.
They've buffed Hog's regeneration to 10 now with
I
it.
miss old Hog. I just
miss
want
old
to hook.
Hog.
I just want to hook and hit the. Hit
I think the
healing
rebreathers
juice.
changes are very nice, at least for quality of life, but playing Roadhog didn't feel that fun anymore.
Yeah.
Having it on a 5-second cooldown and giving you that amplification on healing was very important. All it does now is just give you some damage resistance, while some tanks already have that
yeah,
built
same
in.
thing. You're literally tanking while healing yourself.
So not only are you forced out of your resources, but you're actively taking damage
Diva
while you're
sends
using
in
your
bot,
resources.
gets 1
Sending
kill
in a
on
bomb to
the-
force out Lamp, I believe?
Yeah. That's what it looks like.
Oh,
Sombra's
and this
going-
Sombra's
Yep.
losing to a Moira. That's just like me in my ranked games. And this Moira creating an off angle lets her to play as a DPS in a very threatening spot for the rest
Diva's
of the team
back
here.
up, holding high ground.
The problem with Bergen here is that they really don't have much to be able to peel. Bap is not a very good... I mean, does he have 3 HP bars? Yes, but you can easily force it out with a
Yeah.
team. Mercy can't really do much. Their Sombra can't really peel because they're trying to dive their backline. Now you can see the Reaper switch here to be able to facilitate that and be able to frontline.
This is
It's a very
definitely- yeah.
interesting kind of like composition they have here. I want to see what the play is in the end.
I want to see where this Sombra goes with her ult, and I also see that Mercy has Valk. Oh,
Yep,
alright, Bap
their
has-
Sombra
Bap
should
also
be
has
able
their
to pop
window.
it. Yep, there you go.
Alright,
But
there
she
it is.
practically killed herself doing that.
Still, everyone's hacked, and now somebody's gonna come through.
Reaper's low over there, staggered, I think, or maybe they're respawning together. No. I've been honestly a lot more aware of the respawn changes, specifically in staggering.
Yeah.
I think it's a
Moira goes
lot
crazy
more.
for a second.
Oh,
Moira just
forcing that window while everyone was low. You got free
being the
co
Moira
value
we
there.
all love and hate.
She doesn't even have to worry about Diva. Doesn't even have to worry about healing because she's got second life.
Yeah.
I like using Diva. Really can't get a lot of value on certain maps or like at certain elos, so I like using it as a second HP bar. Diva's already a raid boss with how much armor she has. And she's sending in an early bomb to force out utility here, and she actually picks up a frag. On the Mercy of all things, too. Oh, there's the hog ult. Once you get in a room with one, you just know you're screwed.
Diva held window there pretty good, though.
And they're
Not
still
even
being
under a
able to
second.
contest the high
Yeah.
ground. Like I said, if you control the
Now
high
we're in
ground on
overtime.
Gibraltar, you win the game.
Yep.
They didn't contest the high ground. They didn't win. The only person contesting was Sombra there. You need to run a dive hero on Gibraltar for your ranked
Absolutely.
games. High ground is important.
There was a lot of different 1v1s in the game, as you can see in the post-game chat, which is always fun to look at.
Winston, play the game here.
It's only been the tanks tonight, hasn't it, that got plays?
But don't forget that they're always facilitated by the supports here.
Yep.
We set them up for success, and it's just an
Absolutely.
overall team effort.
And even with that, still, Brookdale went 3-0 against Bergen. So I'd say that was a very, very, very nice one.
All right. You
All
ready?
right. Yeah,
And I think we soon have an interview with
very soon, I think right now. Tyler, it was very nice casting with you.
you too.
And everyone have an awesome night. Oh yeah, I gotta do that.
Don't forget the headset. Hi, how are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
So real quick, could I just get your username?
Cortexa.
Cortexa? All right. So I believe, what role were you playing?
I was playing support most.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you felt very comfortable with your support matchups. I think you guys had a very good, mindful team composition. What was the goal really with your backline? Us-
Well, I was on. I'm sorry. Were you saying something?
I was gonna say I saw you guys had the Juno obviously, but you
Yeah.
had switched it up sometimes with Iliari or Ana,
Yeah.
and you can easily switch in those two different supports. They
Yeah.
kind of fulfill the same roles. But what was the overall idea?
It was kind of just, kind of protecting each other as the supports. Me and Goose. Goose can play like anybody, so we kind of just.
You have a lot of flexibility,
Yeah.
especially with what you do, and the team being able to play around that. I flex a lot of support, so I get that.
Yeah.
You guys had very good games. I personally thought that Anakin feeding for ult charge was very helpful there,
Yes.
because it just speeds the ult economy
Yeah.
up so much. And I think by like 3 minutes into King's Row, you guys had a Juno and Kiriko
Yeah.
ult ready.
Really quickly.
And those two ults are probably the two biggest game-winning ults. It just guarantees a team fight without ult usage, so you trade it out instantly. But what like you guys for Gibraltar, you guys played more of a dive-orientated kind of.
Yeah.
How did you guys feel about that? Your matches were very quick. I know Gibraltar was honestly probably the toughest match you guys had.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they threw me on DPS for that game, for that match, and we kind of just did whatever worked. I mean, I was on Widow, which I'm not used to, but I feel like we did okay.
You create a lot of pressure with just a Widow existing.
Yeah.
Overall, how were the matches? Was it difficult? Was it easy? How did you guys feel as a team?
I think it was really good. We played as a team, kind of just focusing on certain heroes, people to kill, and yeah.
You guys got your picks. You guys sped it up. You guys
Yeah.
managed to make it look nice and clean.
Yeah. Great. Thank you.
No worries. And I believe Landon will be coming back. Or London. Welcome back.
Howdy, howdy.
How are you doing?
I'm doing just fine. So, I mean, what is your overall take on today?
I think a lot of it, we were
easy.
doing the right things, especially on Gibraltar. We were controlling high ground. On King's Row, not only did they manage to speed straight onto high ground, they pushed them out, and they were farming ult charge. With Juno and Kiriko being the two best ultimates in the game and probably like the most annoying backline ever, you go ahead and create a
Backline
threatening
while
economy.
supporting that ult charge.
Yes.
That's definitely the biggest thing. But even with that ult charge, the ult charge itself with the Like,
that,
just
and they were just
Suzus and being able to like it's
just having the ult economy flowing while also being able to create pressure as your tank walks up.
Yeah.
It creates a very good like ebb and flow where you go ahead and get economy and ult
You're going
while
for
your
that
tank's
liquid.
creating space, and then when your tank has to back off, more ult charge, and then your tank can go up once they're fully reset. And while they were doing all that, they were controlling high ground. They got their picks. They were very coordinated and organized. And I think at some point, the other school didn't exactly know what to do against them. And I think a lot of it was that they created a lot of pressure on the back line without backline support for the enemy team.
Speaking of support, tomorrow we have our Street Fighter scenes, and we also have
Valorant.
Valorant at 7. So tune in, Brookdale Community College Twitch. We're gonna be here. We're gonna be rocking and rolling, getting some awesome games in. So hopefully you guys enjoyed.
Make sure you tune in tomorrow. You guys have a good
Have a
day.
beautiful night.